Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crushing Land for this week. Very special on location from Park City, Utah. Hanging out here, enjoying ourselves for the last week, getting ready to come home. But anyway, this actually is what prompted this discussion today, this Crushing Land. What does the typical day of a land investor look like? Looks like this. No, I'm just kidding. It can look like this, not a typical day, but you can have more and more days like this, depending on what's important to you, what you want to do, how you structure things, a lot of different things like that. So, first of all, a lot of it depends on your personal circumstances. And what do I mean by that? Do you have family obligations or not? Are you married? Are you single? Do you have kids? Where are you at? A lot of different things like that. Then it goes with your business and where you have grown it. This is one of the things that we've talked about right from the beginning, where we tell you you should really be focusing on growing a business. Why do you want to grow your business? Even if you do not care about making $1 million a year, right? You just want to make 50, 100,000, 150,000, $200,000 a year. If that is your goal, you still want to have a business in place. Why? Simply put, because you do not need to be as an integral part of it as you would if you were just doing it as a little side hustle, right? If you're a side hustle, you are handling or overseeing everything, meaning, right, the letters going out, the SMS messages going out, you are taking care of those. Whereas if you are a business owner, you have that stuff outsourced. Not something that you have to worry about anymore, other than a few minutes a week, right? Making offers on your property. You may do that yourself. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. We actually still do our offers ourselves. My wife handles those. I know people that have acquisitions managers. They've actually taken that part and moved it out. They have a team in place handling that, right? Marketing your properties. Are you going through all the work yourself? Are you creating the marketing, or are you having somebody else handle those things for you, right? When it comes to selling your property, you can have a dispositions manager, a dispositions teams, people handling those things. Now, we still do some of those things ourselves just because we choose to, right? We don't mind doing those parts of our business. We do have people involved that are handling a lot of our daily tasks, but we still handle those things, and we are literally working just hours a week in this business because of it, and that's it. And we chose to do that. Do we need to? No. We could bring on other people and have them handle it, but again, it's just hours a week, so we don't mind doing that. And that really is the goal that everybody should be shooting for. Even if your goals are modest and you want to just kind of have like a little side thing, you should be looking to outsource things and have other people doing things for you. Why? Because you want to enjoy more days like this than days working, right? And again, maybe this isn't your thing, but you have something. You have something that you want, something that you enjoy, something that you want to do. And those are the things that you want to be focusing on, not out there grinding it. So again, what does a typical day look like than an actual typical business day? Well, in reality, there should be different things that you have set up throughout the entire week at different times that you may be doing things. For example, we have times that we do property research. I told you, my wife does that. She does that. She makes the offer. So she has time set aside during her week that she does that. Hours a week. Again, we're not talking 50 hours. We're not even talking 10. We're talking about just a handful of hours a week to do this. Then there's working with our team and getting properties out for sale on different things. So again, people handling that, but managing that, again, very, very low amount of time that I am handling doing that myself. Then when it comes to selling properties, I still do talk to the buyers myself. I just like the way that I'm able to do that. It doesn't take a whole lot of time in order to do that. So again, not a whole lot of hours a week, and everything else in our business is outsourced. And so we're able to, we're involved in a volunteer work that we spend a lot of hours in every month. We travel a lot. We do a lot of different things, and we do have a lot of free time and a lot of flexibility. Now, you may not be able to get there. Don't compare yourself to me right from the get-go, right? I'm teaching and I'm training this, and we give you the tools to be able to do this. We talk about it in our program and in our course, and we show you guys how to get there. We talk about scaling. We discuss all of that. But again, You're talking to somebody here, listening to somebody that's been doing this for years. So you may just be starting. Fine. You're going to spend a little bit more time at the beginning. At the very beginning, we were spending 20, 30 hours a week in this. That was all we were doing. So that's one thing, right? We were already investors. We were in houses. And so we were adding this to it and trying to make a shift. Now, you may already have a different job. So maybe you can't spend 20, 30 hours a week. But I know people that are spending 10, 15 hours a week in order to get over that and not have to work for somebody else in a year or something like that. So at the very beginning, you may be looking at these things. But the key is having different times and different tasks that you have set out in your daily life or weekly routine as to when they. So Monday, I do this, whatever it may be. Tuesday, I do this in my business. Wednesday, I do this. I know at 11 o'clock every Tuesday morning, I have a certain meeting. That's part of my business, right? I also know that there's other things. I know what day our offers go in the mail. I know what day my wife does the property research for the past week. I know what day our properties get relisted by everything there is taken out. So I know what my day and week looks like, and also what my day and team looks like for my day and week looks like for my team, which is very important. So the goal here, everybody, when you talk about the day of a typical land investor, yes, you may put a little bit more time and effort in the beginning. I shouldn't even say may, you will. You will put more time and effort in at the beginning. It's just like starting any other business. But your goal, regardless of what it should be to relinquish some of that, have other people doing it, and be able to enjoy the life you want. We enjoy travel. We enjoy being out here skiing. We enjoy different things like that. You may enjoy something else. That's fine. Maybe it's just to free up more time to spend with your family. I know certain people that have worked and they do things with their family in the morning. And then when their kids are at school, those are their hours every week. That's it. It's between 9 and 2. And that's all that they're doing. And then as soon as their kids are home, it's back to their family. That's what's important. So again, it varies for each person, but that's the way that you want to structure your day. And that's your goal moving forward. So make sure that you block out different times throughout the day, throughout the week, that you're going to do different things, right? And that doesn't just include your business. That includes time with your family. In fact, that's more important, right? Time for personal growth, time for exercise, whatever it may be. Then from there, obviously, you're putting in those other things that are important with your business, making sure that that happens. And then what you're going to see is your time blocks there. Say you got 2 hours one day or 2 hours another day. And so you have 10 hours during the week. Well, by the end of that, and you'll start to realize after a few weeks, like, hey, I can shrink this down by putting this over here, having somebody else do this, or I can bring a VA on to do this, or I can outsource my mailing and I can save this time. I have my SMS campaigns, but I only have to look at them for 10 minutes a day, right? Because I have a VA that's working an hour or two a day, and they're the ones handling everything and all that, and they handle this part, and then I only come in for this little section. So again, typical day, you do want to work, you want to be active in your business. The time does matter. You have to put in effort. You have to actually have things to go forth. But as you go forth, make sure that you're looking for ways to reduce it. Again, even with modest goals, because you don't want to keep working. You might say, oh, I only want $50,000, $100,000, but you don't want to work 20, 30 hours a week to do that. You want to let somebody else handle those things for you, and you're able to reap the benefits. So look at shrinking the amount of time that you actually have to spend on certain tasks, freeing it up for things that you want, obviously having your growth. But don't be afraid of hard work. It's important. Put that in at the beginning and let it continue to work. Plan it out well, and then again, look for ways for expansion inside your business, and you'll be able to have more days of your land investing business look like this and less of them in your office.